Yo, what up YouTube reacts? It's your boy Daddy Easy here, ipod jailbreak hacker, otherwise known as only using tomahawks. Some of you guys know me as Easy, like I always say, to the black to the blue on my avatar on my YouTube channel. Yeah, buddy. So today we're going to be talking about my first impressions of the Nintendo Switch. So that being said, we're going to be talking about this right here. This is my first impressions. I had to basically lower down a little bit of the darkness for you guys so you can actually see the real color to this. But it's about almost on par with the colors. Let me just check my monitor, which I'm using my cell phone for my monitor right now, to see what's going on. So, okay. So this is about almost the color. I'm not going to change my ISO with it right now. If y'all can't tell, I'm using my iPhone to actually see what's happening right now on the screen. So that's how I'm actually seeing y'all from my phone. Yeah. If you plan on picking up a Nintendo Switch, there's some things that you might want to get before you buy it, or some accessories. Don't worry about games. I did put up some videos showing you how to get some games, some demos and stuff like that out of the Nintendo shop. Is it worth going to buy a game right when you get this console? Yes and no. If you want to get the bundle, you can get the bundle. I would suggest to go buy a used game first to see how you like it. So if you don't like the games, you don't like the console like that, you can always get a refund back. If you buy a brand new game for $60 at GameStop or whatever, once the game is open, you can't return it. So it's best to just go to GameStop, buy a used, see how you like the games for it, the console, stuff like that, whatever. But before buying this console, let me stress this out to you. Very, let me stress this out. Before buying this console, you need to go pick one of these up, a USB Type-C. You need to buy one of these that has the regular USB port and the Type-C part right there. You also might want to go and buy one of these, power bank. Now this is good for about an hour charge, 2-hour charge. I use this for my cell phones. Or you might want to pick something up like this, which this has a USB or micro USB Type-C. Also has two other ports right here for fast charging and slow charging with it. So you get the standard and fast charging right here. You have USB Type-C, micro USB on it. Also come with a flashlight, which is on it right there. You can pick these up from the Amazon store, on Amazon, stuff like that. Something like this. If you have a tablet like this, it's best to have something like this. Now this is the LG tablet I have. I use this for charging. So it has a USB dock inside of this right here. So I normally use this when my power bank is dead. I normally keep this at 100%. This is my backup thing. So I barely use my tablet. Only time I use this is like if I really need to do something like that. But the most thing and the most important thing you need to get is this. Micro USB. This is a 32 gigabyte. Now I already had this because I do a lot of work with my camera, so I do need memory cards. I have about 10 of these 32 gigabytes. You can get them on Amazon. If you get a 32 gig, you can probably get it for about $7. A 64 gigabyte micro USB is probably like 20, and 120 gigabytes is probably like $30, like that. But if you plan on getting this Switch, make sure you get a memory card, and what I just told you, you need a USB Type-C charger, because you're gonna run into a little bit of problems and stuff with it, and I'm going to explain that to you in this video. This is why it's the first impressions. So after getting my Switch, I played with it, and the first problem I ran into, like a lot of people say, is battery life. You only get about 2 to 3 hours battery life out of it. That's what I say. You might want to have these banks and stuff. So if you're in a house, you're good and go. You're good to go. But the dock that comes with it, which is sitting right there, you do want to get a screen protector. That's another thing I should have said. You might want to get a screen protector there because you don't want to scratch up your screen. Now me, I'm very careful of how I place it in the dock. I make sure I push it all the way back so the screen doesn't touch it. And I'm actually getting ready to install some rubbers on towards this dock, so I don't accidentally scratch up my screen. So if it goes on in and it does rub, it's going to rub against some rubbers, a little bit of the Velcro rubber, things like that, so it doesn't mess up my screen on top of it. Also with that, that being said, you might want to get another dock. You can probably make your own dock, whatever, but You can get a dock off of Amazon, or if you got a website that you can go to, whatever, and get a discount code from it for Amazon. They have a charging dock that you can get on it that actually lets you charge and stuff like that, and so you can get on a dock. Me, I don't use the controller that comes with it because the simple fact is I like to go handheld. Only time I go using the Joy-Cons is when I have it in the dock so I can use it on the TV. That's the only time that I use the dock that comes with it. Other than that, I don't use the dock at all. That being said, the big problem I already have is more of the memory. Nintendo needed to make this console with more memory. 32 gigabytes of memory internal is not enough to install a game. Like one game by itself, it was some news saying that one game by itself is about 20-30 gigabytes right there. That's your whole stuff right there. Then you still got to worry about the game installing. So when you download and you install, you need about a good 60 something gigabytes just to do that. Plus if it's 30, so 20 or 30, whatever like that, that's 40. Or if it's 30, you need 60. You know what I'm saying? But when you get this, there's a lot of stuff you need to do. I do have videos of some things of what you need to do on it when you purchase this Switch game console like that. Now, besides that stuff, pros and cons, that was just some of the things I was telling you that you might need to pick up when you get it. But if you just get it and you're okay, don't worry about the charge, you don't really care about any of that stuff. This is just extra stuff I'm saying, because if you want to go and you want to play this on a train or on a bus, whatever like that, when you're on a flight, whatever, and a lot of times Greyhound buses, P-Pound buses, they do have a charging dock right there, well, an outlet that you can actually plug it in and charge it. You can use that to charge it. But if you're out on a bus where it doesn't have no outlets, whatever, stuff like that, and your stuff start dying, that's the problem you're going to run into. Also, another thing is the Joy-Cons has batteries in it, so anytime your batteries die, the tablet and the Joy-Cons need to be connected when you put it on the dock to charge it together. So when it's on the dock together, it's charging. So that's a problem. You can also go out and buy accessories like that for the Joy-Cons so you can charge it even if that dies. But that's another thing we're talking about. That's part of the con. But I only have 3 cons with this thing. One of them was the memory. The second memory was con I have is this right here. Now Nintendo does sell this, a charging one, for about $20 to $30. I think that's a big jip. Nintendo should have added that instead of this right here. This ain't nothing but a piece of plastic that has a little bit of hose in it that flashes light through it to show the LEDs from the Joy-Con, showing you that it's connected. Now, is it comfortable? A lot of people that I've seen on YouTube and other places saying that they have problems and it feels funny when they're playing the games like this, that they got to move their hand up and down. It's comfortable for me, but for others may not. I have large hands, but even though I have large hands, I'm still able to move my fingers up and down to the locations that I need to go to with no problem. So, I was able to play Pokemon Tournament, and being able to play like this with no problem, moving my thumbs up and down, I had no problems with it. It does feel tight funny when you're going like this, and you gotta go like this, then you get your finger right here, but it's just something, because I play the PS Vita, the 3DS and stuff like that, it doesn't really bother me that much like that. But it does, one thing I can verify what they do say is that your left hand is going to take a lot of the weight towards it than your right hand. I wish they added at least a strap that it kind of came right here, or made a Joy-Con that had a loop right here or at the top, so you can put it around your wrist so it can actually have a little bit stability, or make something right here so you can actually grip a little bit better so you can play like that. That's what I wish that they actually had. But you got your cartridge slot right here, you have a vent right here for it, you have your volume up and down, your power button, headphone jack. At the bottom is your USB Type-C at the bottom right there. Underneath the kickstand is where you put your memory card at, underneath there. Right here is a situation if you bend it all the way back, it pops off, which you could just pop it back on with no problem if you ever push it. You do have a release thing right here when you want to play it like that. So anytime you want to do that, you just remove it as so. And when you want to play your games, with this, just slide it in. So, and as you can see when I popped it in, you see the battery light is flashing up and down. Just basically show you this. As you can see right there. So like this, for me it does feel a little bit comfortable. You know, I try to play it separated. This is one thing you're gonna have to understand when you do play this thing. When you come to the point of you want to just play it solo wise, like this, and you're just sitting like this, if for some reason like your brain gotta realize that you holding this like this, because me, I tend to hold it like this, and sometimes I'll be activating the button that's actually right here when you go into this mode like that. So when you want to play with 2 players, so while I'm holding it like this, a lot of times I might hit this button here or right here while I'm playing it. It does feel weird when you're playing it like this, because you're trying to think what's going on. Then you have the analog sticks down here. That's when it actually feels uncomfortable for me when I'm using it like this, because my hand is actually like this and I gotta go like that to do it. This hand feels comfortable because right here I can just play like that. Then when I need to go down here, you know, it's just a thumb down. But going up just feels weird for me, separated like this. What else towards it? I just feel like if I'm going to play separate like this with a game like this, just so I can rest my hands and play like this, that's when I will actually use these right here. But other than that, I don't really use this at all. That's why it's still inside the bag. There was a thing that you need to realize with these, is that it has a thing on it that tells you what side it's supposed to go to. So knowing me, I ain't gonna wind up fucking it up. So I think I got it the correct way. Okay, I am not gonna push that on. I don't really know what the stuff is with this. I'm gonna probably want to put this on the wrong way. Okay, lock it in place, and there you go like that. So now you can have it like that. Knowing me, I'll probably put it in the wrong way. Me, I just really don't care. So let's check to see if I got it in rightly for my first time. If not, there's videos of how to remove this thing. And make sure I unlock this thing. Okay. Well, I'll put it in the correct way. There it goes. Just have to push it up. So it does have a mark, plus with plus, and on the other one is negative with negative on it. That's how you basically figure it out. The screen, you know, it's big enough for everything. So that being said, this is my first impressions on it. Is it a go and get? The games that's coming out, like Doom, it is a lot of games coming out. I checked Amazon and there's a lot of games coming out for it. So I'm interested in it. I'm glad I picked this up. And I'll actually catch you guys in my next video. Stay tuned for a full review for this thing. And go get you a Switch. It's worth it. Like I said, only cons I had was this, and battery. That's about the only cons. Everything else was just some things that you needed to actually pick up. Other than all, I do like it. I'm having fun with it, and I'm about to play it once I cut off this video. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Remember, live it, love it, game it. Peace and deuces, and I'll catch you guys later. Wow. Holla.